The court thing did not play out how I imagined it would at this time, and that's okay. That's something that I have to learn from.
Court cases going.
About what?
About your court case.
I'm gonna ask me.
Well, they want to know about a court case.
Ask about your court case.
Shut up, you little.
Yeah, I can ask you. It was a slam dunk. It is what it is. Ask me again. Oh yeah, it was a massive dubski. Ask me again. What was that? Oh, it was an absolute slap clap. Ask me again. Oh, 3-0 is what it is. I gotcha. So I fixed it. Yo.
Let me get through the premise of what this stream is going to be. If you could not tell by my Instagram story, obviously some events have transpired. When you've done enough to cover someone's fucking lies and their hurt, their anger, their upsetment, their actions, you just get really tired of it, especially when they're continuously lying to you directly to your face. He has been backtracking on everything, absolutely everything. We obviously have attempted to reconcile our relationship hundreds of times throughout the divorce, way more than you guys know, obviously.
What I can't believe, I hate to say it, it looks like some of what she's saying is true, guys. Some. Probably a small portion. I'm sure she's exaggerating some to try to make XQC look as bad as he possibly can. And I know that brother was starving, but god damn, man. Look, guys, anything you text a scorned ex can and will be used against you when you cut her off. Let's get to everything she got to say right now.
I randomly got a message today as I was out at a Christmas event. The part that really bothered me, please deal with the lingering things like an adult. That's what I'm planning to do. I will always love you and I can't risk it all again. Not a fourth time after everything. I'm sorry for everything. I hope one day we could look at each other.
Oh no, she got the text. Sorry. Oh, and now look, guys, here's the thing about the evidence that she presents. It's always going to be cut off out of context, not complete. So don't read too much into it, but doesn't make it look bad. Hell yeah.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
Yes, sir, brother. I mean, what can we say? Maybe he wanted her to, handle like adults, but then he blocked their ass. And then she just went like, hey, I'm about to just leak everything. God damn.
And be proud of one another. And I tried to instantly respond. And I was like, okay, yeah, like me too. Thank you for expressing your thoughts. And I agree. The end. And then I realized that my message, for whatever reason, was not delivered. And so that really left me in a confused, I'm
telling you, man, women hate when you don't respond right away, let alone she got blocked. It looks to be for good reasons. You can tell a lot about a person when you tell them no.
Whiplash moment of, hold on, we're supposed to handle things as adults and we're supposed to be respectful and we're supposed to be considerate of each other. And yet somehow, even though I respond within seconds, my message is undeliverable. And so I gave benefit of the doubt and I was like, okay, maybe like phone's dead or something. No, not the case.
No, he blocked your ass. He probably saw the toxic shit coming. He probably knew, like, you know what, this is not a good idea. This is not a good idea. But lo and behold, she about to expose everything. She about to be cooked.
Let him cook.
Not the case at all.
I want to know if there was any like remorse or any feelings of any kind or anything whatsoever. It's kind of maybe like not pull the triggers. Does that make sense? That's kind of where I was at. And shit, I think things are maybe pretty clear now.
And so I was like, okay, well, if this is how we're going to burn bridges, then all of those moments of Sammy, you have to be quiet because if anyone knows, like they're just going to hate me and things are going to be so hard for me because things are always so hard for me and everything is just so hard for me.
Who do you think benefits more from the bridge? Now, I granted the bridge that he has with her may keep her silent. But the moment he cut her off, the moment she does not get her way, you get all these leaked text messages trying to expose his ass. Now, look, I know we got to hold him accountable for doubling back, but we're going to get to that a little bit later.
And I'm the victim of everything, and poor me and poor this and poor that. Newsflash, I'm a victim of being quiet for somebody for far more than I ever intended to be. I have a lot of videos that speak for me. I don't need to speak. I knew you were gonna do it, you little. Stop now, stop, stop. Stop now, stop now.
Well, look, I would love for her to show them shits though, right? We all want to see the videos.
The videos will speak for me. So I'm gonna let this video play, but I need you guys to understand something very important. The audio that you are about to listen to has been edited in order to protect the witness's identity. There will come a time where I will release these in their entirety. But for now, it's very, very important that her identity is protected and that nobody look into who it is.
Look, trust me, I don't think anyone's looking into who your witness is. It's more so like, well, what's the witness going to say? Now, I'm going to point out something that she did during the phone call that the person that was probably being recorded had no idea they were being recorded.
Because they're very, very, very scared to speak up against him. Just to be very clear with you, this person has not testified in court yet.
Okay.
And
Yet? What? Yet? What? Or is there going to be another court case? I really, in my heart of hearts, do not think there will be any more court cases other than for the cars. But in her mind, she's like, no, it's going to be another court case, Henry. You don't know what you're talking about. Okay. Let's see.
these audio tapes have never been submitted to any court of law. There's
Probably
a lot
for
of
good
discourse
reason.
over the word esposa. And people claiming that, oh, the word esposa, I only heard it for the first time in court. Okay. Well, let's talk about the
People is XQC. So if you don't know, for guys who not caught up, the maids testified against him.
The maids basically said that that I referred to her as esposa, which esposa means. I learned that right there in court that esposa means spouse, and I was like, well, one, I don't speak Spanish. I don't understand Spanish. I never interacted with them in Spanish. Why would I refer to somebody else as spouse in Spanish and they would have heard that? It doesn't make any logical sense in any realm that is real. It's the stupidest thing I've heard in my entire life. And hearing that in court was like, somebody pinched me. I don't think this is real life. I don't even understand why they did that.
word wife in plain English because some people speak English as well. So I don't know. I mean, it's not that hard to listen to plain English and the words wife.
I know it's a
like I
tough
said,
listen.
none of this has been played in court
let her do
at
her
this
thing.
point in time.
Now,
And this person has not testified in any way, shape, or form in this point of time.
you have to wonder, right? If this testimony is so important and so pivotal and so groundbreaking and recorded months ago, which I assume that she tried to submit it later with her new discovery items, why was it not submitted? Why didn't the judge hear it? Now, granted, I've listened to it, and trust me, guys, it's not going to make or break this $1 million fake ass divorce, but let's hear her out.
How do you make this video afterwards? This video was recorded months ago. It was recorded in a one-party state. This is really for the people that have a couple brain cells.
Oh, shit.
This
Not
isn't
that-
for the people that only have one left.
So
Okay, ready?
Obviously, guys, if you don't believe her or believe what this person is about to say, you have no brain cells. Okay? Her words, not mine.
I think you did.
Okay.
Or I said, I refer, oh, okay, is your wife here?
Exactly.
Oh, she's on the room or she's upstairs.
Oh, see, and remember,
Is your wife here? He says she's on the stairs. This is another thing that came up in court where the helpers or maids would refer to her as his wife and he wouldn't correct her. That still does not meet the proof that he claimed her as being wife just because someone else said it.
Or recall or confident to say, you know, that would just really help.
I do remember when you were in the house that before you all bought that house.
Yeah.
That I went to do the move out, and I think I had one helper, and he came out of that room, and I asked him something, and he said, I do remember that he came out of the room, and I asked him something, but he never knew anything, and he said, "Ask my wife," or so.
Yeah. When I went to Canada, I explained to you.
So this is the whole thing. Like, are you really gonna bank a multi-million-dollar divorce on one isolated instance where someone referred to her as his wife and he didn't correct her? And I think I'm trying to make out the words where she says he referred to her as wife. Let's keep going. Now, what she's about to do now is they call this leading. Like, hey, remember when I had to do A, B, and C? You remember that? And she's just gonna be like, yeah, you told me.
Like, oh, we have to marry. We have to be married, and I'm going to Canada, and I could only, because it was COVID time, and
I could only
go if we're married. So just even me telling you that is so important.
Yes, I do remember it, and I do remember that you explained it to me that I think it was his visa or something that was going to be expired, or that was expired.
And that's why he
was living there instead of in Texas. And
so the only
way we could go be together is if we agreed in Texas we were married.
Now, if you listen to the phone call, you hear mostly Adept talking like, hey, I told her that we had to be married in order for me to go to Texas. The thing is, when they quote unquote marriage date, he was already in Canada. And remember, guys, everything has to take place in Canada. So hence, there's no reason why this would have stopped any summary judgment happening, in my opinion.
And then I flew out to Canada, and then
no, I do remember that you explained it to me because you were going to leave, and you said you didn't know how long you all were going to be gone because you had to go through the process. And yes, I do remember. I mean, I don't remember the dates, but I do remember that you explained it to me, or you did a pack them. I mean, and it wasn't only like one time, many times, because I really didn't talk to him. I talked more like with you.
Yeah.
I communicated more with you. But when I said a couple of things, I could say as your wife.
and
so the helper says, hey, I communicate more with you, Adept, not him. It's in passing, no long conversations. He didn't go like, oh yeah, this is my wife. But let's let her explain it, and then we're gonna play the audio that's a little bit clearer.
That alone is so impactful, and that is what we will. The rest is just like me trying.
Impactful how?
To assure her that she's gonna be okay, that she doesn't have to worry about it. But like I said, there's parts of it in the midst of her explaining some of these things.
Yeah, Adept.
Where she says like really identifying information about herself. And I don't think it's fair to just put that all out there in 4K right now.
I agree. But, it's a nothing burger.
I just have no interest in doing it. Unfortunately.
It's like this, guys. She loses in the court of law, so she has to come to the court of public opinion. Now, granted, she can easily gain some ground in the court of public opinion, playing some out of context audio clips, showing some out of context text messages. But this is the court of public opinion. You want that money? You're going to have to win in the court of law, girl. Court of law.
But just letting you know that it exists. And
okay.
Okay, ready?
First place, I think you did.
Okay, so now this is the better audio that someone created. All I did was add text to it.
Okay. Or I said, I refer, oh, okay, is your wife here? And
Exactly.
He was, oh, she's in the room or she's upstairs.
No, see, and remember or recall or confident to say, you know, that would just really
I
help.
remember when you were in the house that before you all bought that house.
Yeah.
That I went to do the move out, and I think I had one helper, and he came out of that room, and I asked him something, and he said, I do remember that he came out of the room, and I asked him something, but he never knew anything, and he said, ask my wife or so.
Yeah.
I swear, like anything to try to prove this RP marriage, man. She not going down without a fight, boy.
Went to Canada, I explained to you, like, oh, we have to marry. We have to be married, and I'm going to Canada, and I could only, because it was COVID time.
Yes, I do remember it, and I do remember that you handed to me that his...
So I imagine that she went around, told everyone me and XQC have to get married in order for us to get into Canada. Not saying, hey, we had a ceremony, not saying he agreed to marry. That was the stipulations. So what she did, I presume, was told everyone, all 8 people, that was what was going to happen, including this housekeeper person or helper.
I think it was his visa or something that was going to be expired or that was expired.
And that's why he
Was living there.
Yeah, and that's why he
was living there instead of in Texas. And
So the only
way we could go be together is if we agreed in Texas we were married.
But he wasn't in Texas. That's the whole crux. That's the whole thing his lawyer argued. He was not in Texas. He was already in Canada.
And then I flew out to Canada, and then
No, I do remember.
I do remember that you explained it to me because
Yeah.
you were going to leave and you said you didn't know how long you all were going to be gone because you had to go through the process. And yes, I do remember. I mean, I don't remember the dates, but I do remember that you explained it to me or you're going to pack them. I mean,
Now this tape would have been way more powerful if the maid was like, if Adept would have been like, hey, you remember the stipulations for me to gain entry to Canada? And the maid was like, oh, you had to be married. I mean, it wouldn't help her case, but it would have been better than her leading into her. Remember me saying I had to be married, as opposed to, do you remember the stipulations? You see, you know, if you're gonna record someone, you know, do it right where you're not leading them into basically agreeing with you.
and it wasn't only like one time, many times because I really didn't talk to him, and I talked more like with you.
Yeah.
I communicated more with you. But I mean, when I said a couple of things, you know, I did say as your wife.
But like I said, there were some reasons why this didn't come up in court yet.
Why? What? Maybe look. I have no idea why. Maybe they couldn't track her down. But at this point, it doesn't even matter. This is not going to be like, oh, I'm going to introduce this into evidence and we're going to get an appeal.
Nope.
That shit ain't for cutting it. It's going to need to be way more rock solid than that.
And with the motion for summary judgment going through and ending the divorce,
Thank God, right?
then that still has not occurred. But there are some reasons for that I really can't get into of why this person's testimony was not in court yet. And then I was just reflecting on text messages from the last 48 hours.
Now look, man, these text messages, God damn, X. God damn. Oh, I can't front. She got him. She got him dead to rights. He was texting her. He came out. He agreed. I'm sure a lot of juices is looking at him like he fucking crazy right now. But hey, it is what it is. We here. We got to get through it, right? We got to get through it. But this is the Sexton one. This is the backshot one. Let's hear what she got to say about it. Oh my God.
How you could go from like literal sexting, I love you.
Oh, sometimes just wish you were effing, I don't know, heart, and you would let me F you from the back and while I'm pulling your hair back really hard. Sorry if that was a little too direct. Got to heart. Good night, baby. Like, oh man. That brother.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
I know he is starving, man, but Jesus. Oh, what do you guys think of this shit? What did you guys think when you first saw it?
Used to, like let's suddenly be adults about this.
Guys, I do believe though that unprompted and unwanted 4chan, guys, I think leaking private shit is already kind of lame. Doing it like that and also leaking sexting is kind of weird. And it's not something I said now. It's something I said in the past. That is flat out not. That's just not correct.
I could just tell you're being deceitful with me. And I'm like, that's interesting, because weren't you the one saying a week ago, oh, don't pay attention to clips of me. Don't pay attention to clips of me. Weirdos are taking it out of context.
Oh no. Oh, look, man, she's bringing the proof, man. And when you bring the proof, it pretty much says what she says it says, you know, like the for both of our sanity, don't read what reposters are saying on Twitter. I think this is when he was out with Karina Koff, whatever that girl name. Look, guys, you know I don't speak Twitch. I don't know her name. Karina, whatever. Let's keep moving.
It's like, I was with the whole squad. I wasn't just with one person. Don't pay any attention to it, because they're trying to constantly cover shit up and constantly trying to lie and hide things from me.
Now, look, man, I think he's just trying to keep her on an even kill so he can clap. And that's the pattern I'm seeing with him. Yeah, he may love her and all this other good stuff, but this is mostly like, I'm trying to clap.
And so that made me think of another time in another instance where they were lying and hiding things. And in that they said, I was too far to go back. If you want the truth, then you might get hurt. The reality is I had to maintain that from day one, because I thought that there was a master plan at work. You can see how this plays out. Well, I said there wasn't anything there. I was afraid. You also played a part.
Oh man, hey, look, man. At the same time, I get this. This is way back when he was with Toward a Friend. And maybe they were now I hate to say reconciling, because that goes with marriage.
Yes, I understand it. I was being sued. I was maybe too young, no, adult enough to understand it, maybe its severity. I got it. I thought I could, something you would call in French, saving the furniture. I thought I could save the furniture for the longest time. I did. I tried. I don't go out and spend time in meeting people. I don't. Because when you live a normal life, you go outside, you meet people. You get to meet potential people to date romantically. I spend all the time inside. So of course, to me, I would hold on harder to somebody that was like proven to me at a certain time. Maybe you can understand, at least partially, that something to come around like that takes a lot of time and effort and commitment, and I don't have that to give.
I think they were just fucking. You know what I'm saying? That's what I true in my heart of hearts think, that they were just, yeah, I'm saying, he's not foolish enough to give her any ammo for marriage. But she has plenty of ammo for the court of public opinion.
And making that a reality, it was really scary. Interesting from a person who is very innocent, if you ask me. So I just thought that I would clear up some thoughts instead of sitting with that.
Bro, look, guys, make no mistake. If you talk to her, if you text her, if you call her, it's getting recorded, it's getting screenshot, and eventually she gonna leak it, right? That's her plan. That's her MO. I'm just leaking it to the universe. F all y'all.
Because I'm kind of the person nowadays where I just like to put things out into the world instead of holding them in and listening to it by myself.
Cringe.
Maybe I'll just start putting things out there more often, because
More
the
leaks are
last
coming.
year, I have pretty much hardly been single, to be honest with you.
That's the truthful
I
statement.
have pretty much not been alone.
Now look, man, not single and letting someone clap your cheeks is two different things. I don't know. Like here's the thing, right? It takes two to be in a relationship, right? If one person's like, oh, he's my boyfriend, and then he like, nah, it's just someone I'm smashing on, then there's some miscommunication. And the same thing could be said for when she's like, that's my husband. He's like, that's my roommate. That's my girlfriend. Husband, never.
For like any of the instances that you would imagine that I was alone. Clearly.
Talk your shit, queen.
If you didn't see my Instagram post, there's a picture of me and a certain individual.
Damn. Oh man, yeah, man. She was in Canada on the 14th of November. I would text you, but since you decided to break up, I mean, I'm glad she put break up in quotations, because that lets you know, like, hey, are they together? Are they not? You know, and immediately block. then this is all the closure I need. Saying my goodbye into the universe. Take care. God damn, man. Man. She leaking everything. Let's keep going, man.
In Montreal on, what day is that? On November 14th. How long ago was that? Of a little less than a month? Exactly a month? Something like that.
I can imagine going through everything X went through with her, with the assault, with her getting banned, with her leaking information, just to have her in my country to clap cheeks. Let alone, right? Let alone take pictures. Look, man, if I don't give a F as a person, it'd be XQC, 100%.
Because in reality, that's what happens, is people love to take the popular side of an argument and leave context on the side. Not saying you're in the right. You guys need to realize that how many people have made careers out of my divorce case. Okay? There's been at least a dozen people that are now,
Hey, Adept, thank you so much. Now look, I wouldn't say I've made a career or whatever, or what I'm, I got money. But I would say it has been interesting getting to know the juicers, covering XQC, covering you. And I don't know if you're trying to complain about people covering your shenanigans or your RP divorce or anything like that, but we wouldn't have. You are content, girl. You content. You a walking dub out here for some of these content creators. Oh, you do pretty good for me. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. That's why I'm gonna let you talk your ish, queen. Shit, you want the go ahead, girl. Talk your ish.
have a social media platform. They now get paid through their social medias and such because of my divorce.
Hey.
And so when they go and they look at all this, they're gonna be like, yeah, but you lost. Yeah, but the court. Yeah, but motion for summary judgment. Yeah, but this and that, or whatever.
Truthful statement.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, look, you lost. Take your L. I mean, look, you not crying. You're not going after the judge. You are taking your L, but then you're going for the win in the court of public opinion. And goddamn, you is looking. Let's keep going.
And you're right. And
of course we right.
The court thing did not play out how I imagined it would at this time. And that's okay.
Get your
That's
money up, not
something
your
that
funny up.
I have to learn from as a husband.
That's something you gotta learn from. Oh my good. The court was like, checkmate, bitch. What's my favorite one? The one that everyone loves.
City girls are down. City girls down. Wee woo. Down bad.
I would love to know how you feel that a female judge didn't believe you. So, and speaking of court, where were all the men in your corner? The only man in your corner that showed up to court for you is your paid lawyer. Where's the men in your life who was going to testify, who's riding or dying for you being married? Where are they at? You don't got nobody.
Oh, you know what? I could finally show you guys the Tiffany's receipt for my wedding ring.
Shit,
I could finally show you the receipt, whose name is on it,
Now I'm gonna explain
and
the Tiffany's
how they
receipt.
only bought that. And actually the pictures of us inside this Tiffany store together, because you guys always claim that I was the one that went into the store and bought it for myself.
Okay. All right, Adept, you got a dub right here. Okay, you got a dub. It looks like he bought you the goddamn ring. But he bought the ring to smash, not to marry your ass. I mean, like, it's like guys do this shit all the time. And maybe we need to stop, right? We need to stop. You know, we start starving, and women say, well, I want A, B, and C, or I want this promise, or this said, or this done. And guys, you know, hey, we thinking with our little head, we'll do it. Oh, you want a ring? You know, the ring for him is nothing. Cost him nothing. Wouldn't even know if it went missing from his bank account. But if that's what it takes to get you to open them, hey, go for it.
But I could actually show you now. I could show you the pictures of us in the store together. And when he tried to say that he bought me an entire set of jewelry, but literally that was the only piece of jewelry that was bought that entire time. The reason why he had to...
Now, I remember this cringe ass pic, right? Now, I thought everything, I'm like, one, this is without his consent for sure, but we had no idea my man was doubling back.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
to buy my wedding ring finally. There's a long history of us shopping for wedding rings, wedding dresses, together.
Let's see.
And I can now show those as well after the whole, like, you know, going to Canada things. Yes, he had to buy it because I did not. He kept asking to get back together.
He kept asking to smash. She said, hey, if you want to smash, you gotta get the ring. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's the price for entry.
He kept asking to reconcile. And I straight up told him, I absolutely will not let you come over to this house. I absolutely will not spend any time with you unless I have my wedding ring finally. Because you've tried to use it as a point of argument that because I don't have a wedding ring, then I cannot be a wife. And he was like, okay, then we'll go to the store right now and we'll buy it. And I was like, okay, perfect. I go, we will go to the store and buy it. And we did not buy the first ring that we saw.
Women watching, is this how you want to get your first ring? Through an ultimatum, or would you rather it just come naturally?
Either. There was actually a more expensive ring that I tried on first. And I chose the ring that I got just because I liked it. And I think it's so funny because, like, he has now, him and some of you fucking weirdos in the chat.
Why we gotta be weirdos?
You guys have literally been like, oh, the amount of money that was spent on the ring is so clear that it was literally never a wedding ring. It was never, like, you guys fell literally right into the trap. And look at my Instagram story. Look at my Instagram story. He admits this. He admits this, and I have more text messages, but
he does admit that his girl would not be caught with like some actual VVS, anything less than a VVS. But
he admits this. He goes, the reality is I had to maintain that. Who do you guys think we're talking about in all this? I had to maintain.
Okay, he's talking about Fran. When he's talking about I had to maintain that, you can easily see how that plays out. That's why I said there wasn't anything there. I was afraid. You also played a part in making that a scary reality. Sorry. And I can't let a message like that out there. Sorry. So he deleted some shit. But she about to let her tell it.
That from literally day one, because I thought there was a master plan at work. You can easily see how that plays out. It's what I said, there wasn't anything there, meaning no love, no emotions, no anything. He goes, I was afraid. You played a part of making that scare a reality. Sorry. And then he tried to delete that message through iMessage. And he goes, I can't let a message get like that get out there. Sorry. So that's what that is saying. Because he tried to.
Bruh, X, I'm talking to you, bruh. Don't text her nothing that you don't want the whole world to see. Because she airing all that shit out. And I know you don't care, but goddamn. What's up with Fran? Someone go check on Fran.
To delete that message in iMessage because he didn't want me to do exactly what I'm doing right now. And then he goes, I don't know why you're not replying, to be honest. So
man.
When he bought the second bigger ring, and, you know, old girl has admitted this to me multiple times.
Fran.
It was, and so has he, and there's text messages of it, thank God. But it was all.
You know them text messages coming out, y'all.
All a part of the sham. It was all a part of making me look bad. It was all a part of making me, like,
You are not a victim here. You have never
like
been a victim
making
here.
me not credible.
Look,
I'm just thinking.
Look. The truth, the fact of the matter is, the great state of Texas said you are not credible. Okay, maybe they didn't say you ain't credible, but they said you wasn't married. So, I mean, if you testified that you were married and they say, no, you are not, does that mean the state finds you not credible? Or are you going to say, oh, that just means I didn't have enough evidence? Like, here's the thing. Three things you got to meet. Hey, did he ever agree to marry your ass, or did he agree to, say whatever was needed to be said to get your ass into Canada so he can clap? 2, we know you guys live together. Roommates, I get it, yada, yada, yada. But he never told anyone that you were his wife, though. I don't think anyone can say that. Has anyone tried to? Or maybe that, oh yeah, they did. Sorry, but anyone that the courts found credible?
Because I haven't been on the computer much. I'm just realizing right now, as you guys are bringing things up, I'm like, oh, I could actually finally show you guys all of that. I don't have any of that on my PC. What the fuck? I put all of that shit.
All of her evidence is not on our PC, guys.
On a drive and literally put it in like a vault. Because I told you guys there was somebody breaking into my house without permission. So I took it all off of my computer because they went through my computer without my knowledge when I wasn't home. And I put it all on a drive and I took it off the computer. No, the vault's not gone. I lived in my own place in LA.
So here's the thing, guys. She's got all her stuff backed up, all the 2000 text messages. She got the screenshot she took of his phone. Everything's in a vault somewhere. So we're, hard drives, it's triple backed up saved. I mean, it's her content right now. Like this is what she got. She complained about people making careers off of her, but she's built a complete career off of being tied to XQC. I mean, the truth of the matter is me and her got something in common. Would people care what we got to say if it wasn't about XQC? I'm just saying.
That's a truthful statement.
But she got the juice, guys. Now she's about to talk about their living situation, which was kind of corroborated through court documents. Let's hear her out.
And before I lived in my own place in LA, Felix and I lived at my parents' house when we lived in LA. And then he got another place. But I still had my own place. His name wasn't on the lease. Like, what are you talking about? But he never wanted you to know that. He never wanted you to know that that was the truth. He wanted you guys to keep believing that I was living in his house. 99% of the time that we lived in LA, we lived in my parents' house. Okay.
I mean, and the reason that they lived at the parents' house is because they kept getting swatted. Okay, so that was in the court documents. That was like early on in the court docs. Like, you got to have been here from the beginning to see that piece.
Let's talk about something. So you said you're actually twice that man's size. Let's be real. Okay. So you do realize that when you say that, that's more harmful to men than it is to women.
Low key.
Most men are generally bigger and stronger than women.
But here's the thing, guys. When you think about the abuse claim that was levied against him, I don't think people can fathom that he could ever hit her, not let alone hurt her for, anything like that. And I think he knows what's at stake. Sure, he may make some mistakes in messaging her and still meeting up with her.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
All that good stuff, but I don't think he's foolish enough to lay his hands on her or any woman for that reason.
Generally. And that is how men actually being victims is like very overlooked, and those people get bullied and like made fun of for being abused. And so when you guys try to say that like you care about male victims, I just want you to know that you're literally using your own logic against yourself. Mm-hmm. You're genuinely using your own logic against yourself. Why do you keep going back to him if he just uses you?
I mean, the question got to go both ways, right? Like, you got to ask like, hey, why do you keep going back, my man? What the hell is going on with you? You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I thought we could do better. I thought there was something else to it. I just cannot call it delusion. I mean, love is delusional. Love is completely delusional. And I was in love. It is what it is. After all the court stuff was over, I just thought, well, now there's no risk here. And I realized in my own tracks that that's brain dead. You don't have to tell me. You don't have to tell me. It is brain dead. You don't have to tell me. I understood that, and I realized that it was completely delusional, and it was never going to be the same.
But she's doubling back for a chance to rob him, jam him up. It's the last thing on her mind is love. It's probably money. Hey, I'm going through this divorce for money. Hey, I'll offer a settlement for money. Everything she does now is for money. Sure, back then it was no go digging detective, but right now she out for that money, man. She look.
I'm in a bind, Nate.
But, let's hear what she has to say about it.
Mental illness. No, I'm just kidding.
That's a truthful statement.
I think
it's a very complicated answer.
Like, what do you know?
We don't have enough time to even get in.
Maybe to get pregnant. If she was to get pregnant, she can literally get pregnant and then
Gotta get my bag and run.
game over. She'll have him for at least 18 years running his pockets for child support in LA, which has no limit, no cap.
To all that. Clout. If I have been keeping everything between us private for the last year, because you guys have not known what's been going on for the last year.
Okay.
Shockingly, as much as you guys have heard, you truly don't know how much has gone on in the last year. You guys know maybe 10% of it. And how on earth is it for clout? How does that make any sense?
I mean, it's for clicks now at this point, right? It's for clicks. It's to get more evidence. If she can double back and maybe get a recording of him agreeing to be married or some type of evidence against him to use as leverage to extract resources out of him, then she got him. But for now and for so long, because XQC hasn't had any super duper losses associated with her other than in the court of public opinion, he's just playing with fire at this point.
If I just spent the last few months attempting to hear him out for the last time in silence.
In silence.
How's that for clout? How does that make any sense? Yeah, because I would hurt your reputation. Oh, yes, my spotless reputation with all the fucking freaks on the internet. I forgot that exists. What are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? You guys are insane.
Yo, Adept is crazy, yo. She is crazy out here in these streets.
So, obviously, I went to Twitchcon. You guys know that.
Now, Twitchcon, right? Oh, man. You saw the picture. My man was looking cooked. Why? I mean, look, guys. He obviously was on something that night. Looking like that in the face. And when you on shit, you make bad decisions. Bad decisions. And one of the worst decisions he probably made was reaching out to her. But maybe she was some, easy lay. You never know.
Yeah, you guys can fill in the blanks after that. I don't need to prove it to you. I might, but I don't need to. And I remember being like, why do you let people make these connections? Why is it so hard for you to just appear as single? Because that's so badly what you always want to appear as. Why is that? Why do you let people make connections when me and you are going through what we're going through?
Y'all just
and
fucking.
He's like, bro, she has a boyfriend, bro. She has a boyfriend.
Is this Karina Koff? That girl? I don't know her. Yeah, you know me. I don't know. Maybe I'm saying her name wrong. No disrespect to her.
Everyone knows that. They all know that. And then now he's trying to say, if you just happen to see any of these clips where people are doing this again, don't think anything of it. I'm all about you, baby. Don't think anything of those clips that you saw. These parasocial weirdos are just taking it out of context.
Man, my man down bad.
Okay, whatever.
City girls are down. City girls down. Wee woo. Down bad.
I know Juices is like, man, what the hell is going on? Look, man, I'm in the same boat with you guys.
That's literally what I responded. I was like, whatever. And then,
come on, girl, spit it out.
I'm gonna be honest with you. This person has been.
Why don't you just say his name?
Unfaithful.
Look. She will keep throwing out this unfaithful shit till she blue in the face, only to get these other women out the picture. So he's forced to come back to her
in ways that I don't agree with, at all. And so at this point, it's bro, just learn how to be honest. Literally learn how to just be honest.
Hey, true story. He could probably look, I'm not going to be faithful. You're not the only one. And women will still line up. He don't know his power yet. He hasn't realized, like, yo, he got the juice. He got the money. Hey, you're not the only one. I'll see you Monday, Tuesday. This person is reserved for the weekend. If you do a good job, maybe you can work your way up to a weekend slot if you really want to get down like that. But I mean, juggling all in women is time consuming. So I'm this is what it is. Hey, I just need you to, you know what I'm saying, do what I need done, and then we can go on about our life.
Like, what do you want to like have sister wives or something? Like, what is your goal? Like, I don't even get it.
Which I think she will be down for that. Ironically, I think she would go for being a sister wife.
I recognize it to just be more gaslighting and manipulation, and like,
here we go.
Like I said, this whole all of a sudden like complete 180, I think is just, it's like, it's a desperate attempt to not be held accountable for the Tour de you know what.
Now, it's really the Tour de Fran, but really he's been secretly on goddamn Tour de Adept. And it is just crazy. I don't know what accountability looks like for her or for him. Like, what does she want to see happen other than obviously him lose all his money or not too long ago be in jail, some other shit? Like, what does she want to see happen?
That he did last time. He doesn't want anyone to hold him accountable for it next time. That's just my hypothesis. Like, that's a theory. That's just a guess. He really didn't like when you guys did that last time.
What?
So.
Did what? Hold him
accountable? This was like his way of being like, no, trust me. I did everything legit this time. There's no force in CD. It's not possible.
Yeah. I don't know what she want, man.
Did he cheat again? That's pretty much what I think is on his agenda right now.
Y'all are not together, right? Like, what is X? Look, I know he's not with her. I'm telling you, this is some Jedi mind trickery. Now, granted, she do got the text message, which will look damaging, but I want to say she's misleading the facts a bit, probably. Like, she's leaving certain things out, exaggerating certain parts of the story. Every guy's ex-girlfriend, ex-wife, they do this shit to make it out she's the victim of all this.
Because I'm telling you, the absolute like 180 out of nowhere, and then he projected in his message and is like, "You're being deceitful to me, and I just know it. I just know it." If you guys have ever dealt with anyone who's very narcissistic,
oh my god,
then you know that that's what they do.
Classic, like, right? This classic.
You know that they hardcore project onto you any possible thing that they're thinking of. And so I'm just like, okay, sounds good. Okay, psychologist. You don't have to be a psychologist to have been in the vicinity of a narcissist and been lied to.
She a YouTube psychologist, man. It happens. You watch enough videos, you're like, oh yeah, he's a narcissist. Like, how many girlfriends walking this earth think their ex-boyfriend is a narcissist or their ex-husband is a narcissist? Turns out all men are narcissists and women are not, except for Amber Heard, right?
Doing gaslit by a narcissist. Like, what are you talking about? But don't worry, girl, you're different. Why can't you move on with your life, Adept? Hey.
Oh, no. Look. The text message does not lie. Oh, gosh. But the text message, what does it say, guys? What does it say? This is the, hey, I got an announcement. Just texting, love you, have a good day. That's what she's texting to him. He's like, thank you very much. You too. Love you too. Like, what the fuck?
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Yesterday, which is what, like a couple days ago, long day, fell asleep. Thanks for telling me, baby. I appreciate you. Oh my God.
That's not very nice. It's only been like 2 hours since that individual and I stopped talking. How fast do you expect me to move on?
My goodness.
Hold on a second.
Damn. And like,
it's only been a couple hours.
She's gotten smart where she started leaking these videos, like these text messages on Instagram as opposed to Twitch, where she don't have to worry about getting planned.
How fast do you expect me to move on? I'm confused. Why do you both leak aspects of your life? Is it not stressful / anxiety inducing? Hopefully one day when you guys get to listen to these recordings
I want to
without
listen to
any
them so
filters
bad.
on them,
I do
you guys
so
will
bad.
hear how much I pleaded for everything to just go over privately without exposing it to the world.
Yeah.
But a certain individual always said, like, I can't keep secrets from them. I can't do it. I can't keep secrets from them. Yet then we have secretly been constantly reconciling for the last year. Did you guys know I was in Montreal last month? No.
I know, right?
Did you guys know all the times that he was at my house in the last year? No. Just get together again already. Imagine being
Now look, this is where she goes at the juicers, right? Now look, she's been painting out the juicers to be dangerous, Alex Jones fans, and then now she's saying 15-year-olds. So, you know, like, which one is it? Are they dangerous adults or just 15-year-olds? I'm sure it's a mixture of all ages. Shout out to the juicers, XQCL in the chat. But this is what she does to constantly anger his fans.
Imagine for a second being in any way involved with somebody who is only validated by a large group of 15-year-olds. And imagine what that relationship would look like, and tell me if you want to be in it. At the beginning, at the very beginning, the entire narrative was, oh, like, we can't, we have to keep it a secret from everyone. Like, everything has to be very low key because it's for your safety. It's for your safety, Adept. Like, everything is to protect you because I saw the way people were mean to Mira and the way people were mean to, like, all these Twitch girls. Like, when, you know, like, look at Legendary Leah and all these.
I have no idea who Legendary Leah is, but is anytime he get a girlfriend, how do the juicers act? I mean, people seem to like Fran.
Horrible things, like when things go south, like it doesn't even matter if it was really their fault or not. Like, they get so much hate. They get so much hate and everything's so bad for them. So, like, it's better if you just don't say anything and we don't give it any attention. Okay, cool.
Oh my God.
Whatever. Like, but I'm not gonna be your secret. So there's gonna have to be rules in play for this, because I'm not gonna be a complete secret. Like,
women hate being a secret.
You could go pick someone else for that. I'm good.
Or feeling like
because
a secret.
around this time is when the divorce had started, and then at this time we were still off and on, and he was coming to my house every single day at the beginning of the divorce.
Damn.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
Yes, sir.
You know, the crazy thing is, like, Jesus, he admitted it. He did admit that they were, you know, hooking up during the divorce. I don't know, man. I wonder, like, what people, like, close to him were saying or whatever. Or maybe he just, like, I don't know him, so I don't know what you know, how he is as a person. Maybe he's just headstrong. Like, nah, man, I can play with fire all day. I'll be okay. And then you get jammed up, and then, like, I beat the court case. I can still play with fire. I have not gotten burnt yet.
Every single day. And he was like, yeah, like, we can't let them know because then I'll get shit on for it. Like, we can't let them know. Okay, that's fine. I went to his house at 6 p.m. because he locked my sister out of the car after he was there that morning.
Give me the Tesla password. Like, what the fuck? Like,
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
bruh, I could not. People got no sense of pride, but hey, it is what it is.
At my house, as he was always. And it's funny because, like, that day or the day before, I had literally muted my microphone so that you guys wouldn't hear him in my house having night terrors.
Damn.
And so, like, mid role play or whatever, I was muting my microphone on the mixer so that you guys couldn't hear the night terrors and the screaming. Because then you guys would know that we were still together every single day. And then, so during that time it was, oh, like, we can't tell them because it'll make me look so bad. It'll be so horrible. It'll be so bad.
I mean, the cat's out the bag now. Cat's out the bag. And the thing is, she's got more leaks coming, I'm sure. But at least we're aware, right?
And then And then it was like, okay, that's fine. But like, you know, if that's the case, if you can't tell them that stuff, then don't talk to them about any of it. How's that? Oh, but I can't. I have to talk to them about this stuff. I have to talk to them about that stuff because, oh, it just kills me inside. I can't keep a secret. I have to be honest with them. I have to. Okay. Well, then I'm done. Okay, please, let's get back together. Let's get back together. And you know what? We're not gonna hide things. We're just not gonna announce things. So do whatever you're gonna do. Okay. Me post videos on TikTok, living my normal life inside of a house.
No. You posted a specific video inside the house that he was renting in LA to alert juicers and people like myself to catch on to the fact that y'all were still together, that y'all were still seeing each other. Same thing with the motocross event, same thing with Nicolas Cage. All these different events, these coincidences, y'all were just together.
That I was constantly inside of. And then all of a sudden, oh my God, I can't believe you posted that TikTok. I can't believe you did that. And they're all gonna know. Everyone's gonna know.
We caught on pretty quick.
I can't believe you did this.
Caught on pretty quick.
Okay, well, you told me that we weren't gonna be doing this game anymore, so I'm done. Okay, that's fine. And then yeah, back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Is Zostradamus still paid by that individual?
Oh, not Zos.
He keeps telling me that she's done. She's done. You have to promise, like, you have to just totally understand, like, I'm weeding her out of the system. It's over for her. She's done.
Dang, I mean, there is a
but
text
I don't think
message.
that that's true. I don't think that that's true because, in my opinion, Zostradamus is very infatuated with him.
Why is she still going in on Zos?
So
like, what
I
Zos
just don't
do to
see
her?
that happening. Like, she will bend over backwards in however way that he wants, and she'll just like, you guys remember the times when she was like, what's my name? And it's like, girl, haven't you guys been working together for like 6-7 years? He doesn't know your fucking name, like, and you told him your name how long ago? Like, I've seen the
City
birthday
girls are
cards
down.
when you signed off your
City
name.
girls down. Wee woo. Down bad.
No, I mean, that was the end of the video per se. But let's go through, like, what do you guys think? I mean, is she losing her ish? Like, what do you guys think is actually going through her head? Now we're about to get to the text messages that they don't do any favors for XQC. Everything that's been leaking, it just looks horrendous. I was looking at this shit like, oh my God. What is this? This is in regards to the ring. Hey, you would never catch my actual girl. Where something under a VVS, it's color cut clarity. That's just how it is. I told you it's complex. I understand how you feel. It's valid. Okay, damn. That's talking about the ring, that ring talk. Now, this is the one, right? This is the one. This text message right here is sent on the 30th where he said he was just trying to hit. Because after he basically made that video, she just went nuclear. She just was like, oh, really? Oh, word? Oh, word? Okay, all right. And then she just was like, leak. And I'm pretty sure she's gonna leak some more. I was looking at Spotify Wrapped for the year, and it had a song I used to play when I was in Austin. It hit me out of nowhere. Like, it was such a heavy time for me. I went biking every night. I just couldn't escape my thoughts. I wish you called every night. I just looked at my phone wondering when, like, God damn, man, my brother's really starving.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
Yes, sir, brother.
I'd go up to this spot super high up on the hill and sit and looked at the moon, wondering if you were looking at it too to feel connected. Man, my man down bad. You know, for a fact, I would have picked up and wouldn't have made an ordeal out of the call. You had the ball in your court for months and never once did anything. Why? Not once had I done anything to you that couldn't be fixed. I held on to hope that you would turn around, but you just didn't. It's cut off, but I'm tired of writing all the ways you hurt me too. I'm genuinely tired of constantly having to explain my hurt to you. I used to, god damn. And this is sent like what, 4 days before he won the lawsuit? Crazy, crazy. Oh man, this is the one about Zos. Oh, never mind. I guess she got demoted. I don't talk. This is his words. I don't talk or share anything with Zos anymore. She's demoted to normal mod and just coordinates with Miss Her. Notice are usually muted. Damn. God damn, man. I don't know what else I can tell you to make you feel better. God damn, why you even care? Maybe just give her your old position back with a holiday bonus. I mean, Adept, she popping off, man, because she got the ball really is in her court. I mean, there go everyone's favorite Adept. Stop spreading lies and covering your tracks to impress 15-year-olds. No remorse. This is a response to him saying he was texting her to see if she had remorse. God damn. Oh man, I'm being exposed because I decided to pull the plug. She's only doing it because it's GG, pretty much. My actual response to him pulling the plug: thanks for being honest and taking time to think about things. I agree hard. More lies, more spinning the narrative, more changing the sequence of events. I mean, I really think she's the one doing it, but maybe I'm wrong, man. Maybe I'm wrong. This is the reality. What'd she say? Farming for sympathy went his way to keep me from drowning, including using an entire human being, making her think you guys are in a real relationship to keep up a fake hate. God damn, she going at Fran. Fran, where you at? We need you for a comment. Fran is living her best life. She ain't getting back into this circus. Cheating on her and humiliating her in public because he was scared a master plan was at work instead of being innocent and living like, bruh, you were trying to rob him though, Adept. Come on now. What the fuck was the marriage? Was that for because you loved him? Get out of here. What did that girl do? Deserve this? Please tell the audience. I think they like to know. Her trying to show them the message was done to delete it. Now, here we go with the ring stuff, man. Damn. I hope October 28th. So they was communicating through the goddamn divorce. This shit crazy, man. I hope we get to share stuff and have some form of normalcy. Me too. Anyway, thank you. I enjoy it. I know it's a two-way street. I won't endanger that. We talked about my wedding ring a lot. I mean, we talked about it. I don't know. I told him the fake hate he kept up made me hate my ring, but I wore it for appreciation that he was trying to rectify his wrongs. The gifts. The gifts. Here's the VVS comment again. Oh, man. Here's the bigger ring talk. Hey, we talked about upgrading it a few times, sent them pics while on FaceTime. He said when he moved back in together, he would, so the conversation died off because he said he was under all kinds of stress, hating living with his family. Damn, she's trying to throw a wedge into the family. Horrible. Look at all these diamonds. Like, goddamn. Goddamn, boy. Look at this. Look at this. Yo, Jesus. Which one y'all like? I mean, they all heart-shaped. Hearts is not for me. I mean, but you would never catch me buying a goddamn wedding ring ever in my life. But, oh, man, this is the one, right? This is the one. Guy stands at the edge of the bed and asks you to give him milkies and change his diaper. What you doing? Like, that was some drunk stuff he sent to somebody. But this is the face, man. She taking pictures of my man looking like he been up for a couple days in a row. Laval is lonely. There's no girls here. I was just trying to hit. Okay, are there no girls in Vegas at TwitchCon? Stop acting like you couldn't have flown out your moderator again. Goddamn. Goddamn it, bro. Guess what? I've had this look before too. I've had this look before. Showing up to smash, and they be looking at me like I'm looking like a fucking zombie, and that's what I was, a zombie just looking to smash. That's it. But man, my brother is down bad right there, man. But oh gosh, what do you guys think of all these leaks, the going back and forths, all this stuff? Like, it seemed like every day is more leaks. I don't even know what we gonna do. When is the next leak gonna happen? Oh, who knows? But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.